as I say, we are in communication. I've come into the 20th century, I have an intercom phone, so that helps a bit. Yes, here are some more little hexagonal different sizes, that sort of thing. Oh, these, you see, I have, in fact I have reglazed this one. It was fired before and I'm hoping that that might be improved. So there's quite a lot here without me doing anything else to go on with. I think you're, what else?
You don't do that anymore?
I'm on the phone.
Do you work with the public at all?
Just on the phone.
Just on the phone.
Always on the phone.
And you can get calls from anywhere in Canada, right?
Anywhere in Canada,
Yeah, because I...
BC.
Strangely enough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things inside the room here too.
There's colours are beautiful.
Is there anything you can tell us about this one?
Well, this is just a tradition from my little sushis. It's a style of decoration which to an extent I used to do when I started here, but I'm also influenced in this style of work by Mark Rothko, a very famous American painter. And you know, to an extent I look at his work, but then I sort of gradually move away from it myself. So there is a definite Rothko influence in some of the things, some of my sushis, quite definitely. I would like to call them Rothko, which is the combination of Rothko and Rabinowitz, but unfortunately Rothko's original name was Rothkowitz. Do you want me to hold the other one? Below, how's that?
Yeah, that's fine.
From this angle you can see it without any glare, you know.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that landscape stone you get from...
Decorated that way, and it is sold to a guy who goes down to the Macron Council.
You know what it- yeah.
For the flowers, quite
This
regularly.
is just like it though. I mean, is that what we were sort of...
No, not this, I just, in fact, I can see.
It's like the pen. This is what the pen looks, salt pen looks like. Exactly what the salt pen in a crusher looks like. And then you get your mirage in colours.
Yeah, well, I should narrow down this area for the green.
Beautiful.
Anyway, I showed you them yesterday, the other day, the other two. Wonder what this is. Looks like a little leaf. I know, it's part of the decoration. Maybe I should just remove this for you for a moment.
These are some of the McGilly's work. Hyme's assistant.
And some of it there too. And some of it is stuff that I just want to refire.
A view of the kiln,
These are nice little planters which
The
are
background.
working quite well.
the entrance.
That's what it is now.
Straight ahead.
That's some of the second and
Ah,
yeah, we can work on that. 25 cubic foot gas kiln, which I used to use intermittently, but now I think the big kiln doesn't give me enough continuity, so I'm going to use this one more frequently. I've got used to it now, and it gives very good reduction, if you know what the reduction is about. It fires my celadons. The celadons are much better results than in the other oil kiln, but in the oil kiln they are glazes which we call timocas. They have a high iron content. they fire better in the oil kiln. But I think I'm going to, and they're a bit flat in this gas kiln, but I've got to work on that and try and get it right. So that's just the old gas, which is quite handy for us now. We can get through to firing fairly quickly, and I'll just take you to the oil kiln over there. This started off as a wood-fired kiln on the model of Michael Cardew's kiln, which he had built at Winford Bridge in Cornwall, and then subsequently in Nigeria at his Abuja Pottery Training Centre. And Bosch studied there for a while with him and came back with a design, and I got it from Bosch, so I put up this wood kiln there, which I had for a few years, but when firings went wrong, it was just too much of a strain. It was, in fact, it really pushed me to the ground. So in the end, I reconverted it to oil, square oil kiln. The previous one was a round wood-fired kiln, the 4 fireboxes for stoking. Here I've got the square kiln and 4 boxes, 5 boxes, and we bring the burners down to each one, and it gives quite an even firing. 180 cubic feet roughly. Can you go inside now?
Yeah, we can
And
go
it's
inside.
got a lovely dome. It was nice building the dome. Firings a year with this kiln, but with advancing years and diminished energy, I don't get to more than about 1 or 2 now. So, in fact, it suits me to work a lot more with the gas kiln.
Hang on. Okay.
Some potters have a once firing, in other words, they raw glaze and then they fire it. Cardew does it that way, and I was working at his place, and it was that way. But I prefer to do a bisque firing first, and then to glaze and fire. Also, I think with the limited space, it's easier to work with a bisque, through a bisque and then a glaze. And also, I think it's more difficult to get an interesting, attractive raw glaze. The glazes I have developed myself. It's quite simple to buy ready-made glazes, but I've never wanted to work that way. And from the start, I've developed my own glazes, and some of them aren't too bad. In fact, I was doing it in my spare time before I came here in 1962, and from the glaze that I developed there, that has been the basis of most of the glazes that I've worked on here. And all the time I'm experimenting and checking on whether I can't improve the existing glazes. So, in fact, if you take a little picture on the table, you see quite a lot of buckets which are the experimental glazes. This is my tick wheel. Unfortunately, I do have to throw a pot for you. This is my kick wheel. European style kick wheel, which works beautifully. And I can use it later for the later stage of turning the bases and even decorating. It's wonderful for working and decorating a pot. And say you want to do a bit of banding, and you're nice for banding, your hands are free, all this is stuff which are glazed work, which I haven't managed to get into the kiln on the last firing, so we'll be putting it inside. And there's also quite a few fired pots which I think might be improved with the refiling, although it doesn't often work. Yeah, I'll just show you a few flower pots outside. To my assistant manager, anything like this, we work out the shape together to decide whether this is a new little flower pot we're working on. For instance, we had started up, then I thought maybe we'd do a wider rim, but then we thought we'd put little foot supports as well. And so as we go on, then we think maybe we'll do it a bit longer, squat or whatever. So when we was working on the shape all the time, and for instance these little hexagonal dishes for me too. I can do them, but then this releases me for throwing and getting on with other work, and it gives him something interesting to do. And for instance, I get Namigila's wife just to cut these on a template for me. So there's lots of odd little jobs like that which they can do. They live just behind the pottery, so it's nice and convenient for her and for him. And as I say, we are in communication. I've come into the 20th century, I have an intercom phone, so that helps a bit. Yes, here is some more little hexagonal different sizes, that sort of thing. Oh, these, you see, I have, in fact I have reglazed this one. It was fired before, and I'm hoping that that might be improved. So there's quite a lot here without me doing anything else to go on with. I think you're, what else?